I'm Cristina and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to talk about the Tony Awards! So the Tonys were this Sunday and I think they were great. James Corden, I think he did a wonderful job, especially after what happened in Orlando. I loved that they dedicated the Tonys to the victims of the attack in Orlando. I think that was very, very meaningful, and what James Corden said. Theater is a place where everyone is embraced, equal, and loved. I think he couldn't have said it better. It was beautiful. And then it started. I loved the song at the beginning when he was just like, that could be me, that could be me, because I think that's what all of us think at some point in our lives. And yes for speaking on behalf of all of us. And I think his mix was really, really nice. It had more than 10 references to musicals. And my favorites were Grease, because I just did Grease a few months ago, and I was like, oh yeah, Grease, and I just all of it, especially when he was just like, if I were a rich man, and then Andrew Lloyd Webber with the tambourine. I know he's a genius, but to see him with a tambourine, it was just so funny. I was just like, what? I loved that James Corden took the ham for ham concept and he put it on the Tonys, because all of us love the ham for ham. Then can we talk about Shuffle Along and all of the title? Audra McDonald dancing like she's not pregnant. She's just a queen. I was looking at her and I was like, girl, the baby, what are you doing? She's just flawless. She was great. I love the performance of Shuffle Along. I really enjoyed the choreography. So then, She Loves Me happened, which was one of the things that I was most excited about. I wanted to see Zachary Levi and Laura Benanti, and then it started with Gavin Creel and Jane Krakowski. What? It was so nice. I mean, Gavin Creel is always great in everything he does. So I was just like enjoying the song, and then Jane Krakowski, the leg, oh my god, it just kept going higher and higher and higher. And then the Kuda Slam, oh my god, girl, wow. And then Laura Benanti was pure perfection. Then was the performance of Fiddler on the Roof, and I was surprised they didn't do tradition, but I really enjoyed the performance, especially when Danny Burstein was doing the If I Were a Rich Man thingy. Yes, I was just like, oh, I want more of that. I wanted him to sing If I Were a Rich Man. Yes. Now we have to talk about my favorite part of the night, and that was Cynthia Erivo. Oh my god. I have seen Cynthia before. I saw her in London in I Can Sing, and even though the show wasn't perfect in any way, I mean, I enjoyed it, but I get why it closed. That girl, she was the whole show. I mean, there were a lot of talented people in it, but her, every time she opened her mouth, I was just like mesmerized by her. And then I met her afterwards and she was so sweet. So I haven't seen The Color Purple, but I was just rooting for her because I was like, if you did that in that show, oh my god, I can't believe what you're doing in The Color Purple. And she didn't disappoint. I mean, when she was singing, just when she got in, I was just like, yes, Cynthia, woo! And then she started singing and I just started weeping. I don't cry that easily. And I was just weeping because she was just flawless. She was perfect. And that was my favorite moment of the night. I never research who's gonna perform, who's gonna do anything at the Tonys, because I want to be surprised. And I was. When Angela Lansbury appeared in my screen, I was just like, oh my god, Angela Lansbury! I love her, and I wasn't expecting her, and it made me really happy to see her there. Now, another part that I really, really liked were the musical spoofs related to Trump, the Book of Mormon, and Hillary Clinton singing I really need this job. What made me laugh a little bit was when Emilio Estefan said, oh yes, we're all legal, and I was just like, yes dude, yeah. And even though a lot of people didn't like the On Your Feet performance, I did enjoy it. Another thing that almost made me cry, but didn't, was when they performed the Rent song with the violins, because it was so beautiful. Jesse Mueller's acting was on point. Let's talk about the Hamilton performance. The only thing that I wanted was that they didn't sing
Alexander Hamilton,
because that's what they perform all the time, I think. So I was just like, please, there are so many good songs in that show, so let them perform something else. If I had to pick a song, it would be Skylar Sisters, because that's my favorite song from that show. I was really happy that they didn't sing the opening, even though they sang it at the beginning, so does that count? And talking about Hamilton, there are two things that I didn't like about the Tonys, and the first one was, like, okay, we all know that Hamilton is gonna win everything that is nominated, and it's okay. But if you already know that, why do you put more Hamilton everywhere in the show, like the opening with the Hamilton song? I enjoyed it, but I was like, isn't this too much? Is this the Hamilton show, or are this the Tonys? At some point I was just like, I get it, but no. And the other part that I didn't like was the carpool karaoke thing, because most likely all of us watching the Tonys have seen that video. If you're gonna do the carpool karaoke, then two things. One, don't release it before the Tonys. Or two, make a new one, and that would be really fun. But the same one, I was just like, oh, I've already seen this multiple times, so I'll get some snacks. And that's what I did. And finally, I have to talk about this, because wasn't it the cutest thing ever when Cynthia won? And she was like, Mommy, look at this. Oh. And the mom, it was just the sweetest thing ever. And since I wanted her to win so badly, I was just like, yes, and I was proud of her. So I think that thing was the cutest thing ever. And that's it. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you liked the video, and subscribe. And comment down below so you can tell me your thoughts about the Tonys, what you liked, what you didn't like, or what you were expecting. I'm Cristina. Thanks for watching. Bye!